This sounds like it has not been handled best, and I really do apologize for the residents for that. But you know, let's cut Halifax Urban Ministries a break. This is not their job. They are not developers. They do not know how to deal with these kinds of situations. It's not what they do day in and day out. So you would expect that this would be the sort of thing that would happen. Also, my apologies to people who are in social service. Most people who are in social service business are not confrontational. They do not do well in front of crowds that are upset. They do not. It is not their thing. They don't know how to calm the waters. They do not know how to address those people. And sometimes when they're trying to mollify, they wind up getting deeper and deeper into trouble, and that's what sounds like happened here. I'm going to vote for this, but we've got another item coming up, and that is the deed restrictions, and that is a critical part, and really, if I lived in that neighborhood, that is what I would be focusing in on. The deed restrictions. The deed restrictions we put in there are the things that prevent this from becoming North Place. That is what everybody who got up here and talked had as a model. That is what they did not want to happen. Listen to the deed restrictions. I think they are sufficient to prevent this from becoming another North Place. That is what you want to avoid, and I think this council has worked with Halifax Urban Ministries to prevent that from occurring. Now, there was one other thing that I heard from some of the members of the neighborhood, and that is what they would like is part of this land converted into a park so their children could play there. There was one woman who stood up and said that she had 15 children in front of her property in the morning, you know, waiting to go to school. And this is out in the county. These children, and there are a lot of children in this neighborhood, they've got nothing to do. That's not good. We have a huge piece of property, way more than Halifax Urban Ministries needs. We need to work out some way that we can have some sort of playground, some sort of ability for the children in the neighborhood to use ball fields, basketball goals, you know, maybe throw in a swing set, something for the children in this neighborhood to use and benefit from. And I think that would go a long way towards helping out. Somebody mentioned landscaping. There ought to be some landscaping around this thing. It looks like a minimum security prison right now. I wouldn't want that in my neighborhood. I would want some landscaping. I would want maybe getting rid of as much of that chain link fence as I possibly could. I would want this looking better. But I really think the main thing is to have the deed restrictions that prevent this from becoming North Place, number one, and number two, to have something for the children who live in the neighborhood so that they have a place to go play, a place to go congregate, something to do besides just sort of hang around in the summertime and try to figure out what to do. And I do know myself, whenever I was in that position,